I am headed off to the dollar store because Jeremy and I gave each other a challenge last week on the podcast, last Wednesday's podcast. I'll put a card. And I thought, let's just go find the weirdest stuff we can have at the dollar store. And Jeremy said, no, let's find an item. The challenge is to find an item that evokes a sense of melancholy. And then we're going to talk about why that is. Like certain things that just, you're like, oh, it's so cute. Oh, I'm sad. And I already know things I have in mind for that. I've had that happen a few times. And it's usually something from like your childhood that was really popular that isn't a thing anymore. I'm hoping I can find something at the first one. So I'm getting on the road. I'll report back from the dollar store. I know there's going to be that one perfect thing that fulfills what Jeremy challenged me with, and I just didn't see it there. That store is pretty Family Dollar, pretty good, and I'm really into this mission now. I need to find something. Check back in.
All right, I'm at the Dollar Tree in Commerce Township. This is the closest one to my house. Dollar Tree is kind of a corporate-y dollar store, but a dollar store nonetheless. In spirit, it is exactly the same as any other. So we're going to head in here and see what they got. All right, I'm here at another Dollar Tree in Novi. This one is a little bit bigger, so that's kind of cool. We'll see what's going on in here.
Waiting for Jeremy. So welcome to another podcast with me all by myself. Hopefully Jeremy will be jumping in a second here. If you missed our one last week, our podcast, we were talking about dollar stores and how he gave me a challenge to go to the dollar store and find something somewhat useless, but that evoked a sense of melancholy. So that's what I did. And we are going to share with you our dollar store finds. Hello, we are recording now. All right, we're officially recording. We're on. So I did a little intro while I was waiting for you of what the plan was and what you're supposed to do. Also, you look like you got punched. Do you have dirt on your, like, I swear, I don't know, maybe it's the light. You look like on this side of your face, the way the light is, you look like you have a black eye.
Maybe it's just a lighting anomaly. No, but I got food poisoning last night again. Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. Like, I just have to stop eating a diner. That's all there is to it, you know.
Yeah, that's like what, twice in 1 week you got food poisoning?
Well, no. I had food poisoning about 2.5 weeks ago. It's just like yuckiness, you know. It's just like, yeah, I kind of get the chills and like a little achy, and but I can tell that it's like something I hate, you know.
Yeah.
Because, like, no sore throat, no cold symptoms or flu symptoms. So I've been like kind of recovering today. Took various naps, skipped to the gym, you know. I was gonna go to the gym, and then I was feeling kind of better after the dollar store, and I drank a protein shake with water to just get something in my system to go to the gym. Immediately, like, felt sick again. So.
Oh. Well, at least you got, at least you made it to the dollar store, so that's good.
Oh yeah, I felt great when I was there. You know, it was like really weird. So
I'm so proud of us that we actually stuck to it and did it. We were like, let's talk about doing this, and then 4 weeks later, like, we were on it.
Yeah.
So
I think that's basically what you got to do,
I remember like the dollar store used to be just like the cheesiest, most horrible stuff. And you were saying like the toys that aren't like the licensed toys and all that stuff. But I was surprised, like I looked to find like faux toys, like that were like copy. They had licensed toys there.
Yeah, I saw some Disney toys. But here's my thinking about this, because Dollar Tree, I think, has like stepped its game up in the dollar store business. I think that they might have, by some means be getting their hands on licensed toys and stuff like that. Or it's just like a 100% like straight up intellectual property theft.
And then I went to Family Dollar first, and then I went to Dollar. It was weird, the difference between the two. I mean, it was like, so I found this isn't part of the challenge, but it just cracked me up. Novelty stickers, because adulting is hard. Coffee only it said 1 cup today, and it's crossed out, said 5 cups. I have no idea what I'm doing. Actually cooked something I pinned.
This is this other aspect of dollar store weirdness, is when they try to do those like relatable things. They try to have their like little relatable products. I remember years ago, this is probably like 2008, 2009, when like iPhones were new. I remember dollar stores had like all these products that were things that looked like iPhones, but weren't, like a little personal fan that looked like an iPhone, or just like a calculator that looked like an iPhone. But the thing back then was like to have these products that you could purchase that looked like you had an iPhone, but you didn't.
I thought it was interesting what you said, though, about not as many things coming in from China. And so, the selection was totally different than, I haven't been to a dollar store. Well, I've been to Family Dollar a few times, but it never really occurred to me until I said that. But I'm like, yeah, there's not a lot of weirdness there. I walked around, and I mean, I filmed all in there. Like, I'm looking, and it's like, I did get one thing at Family Dollar. So do you want me to go first? Or did you get more than one thing, or did you just get one thing?
Yeah, I got more than one thing.
Okay, I got one thing too.
I got things in degrading relevance. I'll show them in degrading relevance.
Okay, well, mine are kind of like that too. I got one that I wouldn't say necessarily gives me a feeling of melancholy, but I just had to get it because it was hilarious. I'll do all of mine, then you do all yours. Yeah. This was the first thing I got at Family Dollar.
Oh boy. Yeah, curlers.
These snappy hair rollers. I don't know how women used to sleep in these, for one thing, but it's like, let me just, before I go to bed,
that's quite a value for $1. Yeah,
I know. Check it out. Look, I can't. If nothing else, this is a good, You're
gonna look like Darla. You're pretty as an angel.
Oh, you're so party. But oh my God, I remember my mom used to set her hair. Women would friggin' sleep in this shit. And it's like, how do they do? I got the self-stay ones. These are even funnier. My mom thought these were an improvement when I was a kid. These are the like Velcro-y ones that don't have the keys. As if it feels better to sleep on things that are jabbing and poking into your head. It's like sleeping on Velcro. Yeah. So I got one more, the pink sponge roller.
How's that one work? Show me that one. Yeah. So the first one seemed like they're the best value.
They are, but they're also like incredibly painful. Hold on, I got to put this back on. These are not as good of a value. I bet if I tried to sleep in these, which would be a nightmare, by the way.
They'd all fall out.
See how much looser these are? They kind of like, so those were, I look really nice right now. Okay, I'm just doing the rest of the podcast like this.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Anyway.
The blue ones would look pretty good in the pink hair.
Yeah, the blue and the yellow. Wait, well, these are smaller, so I can do like the little shorter pieces. I almost bought perm rods. Remember perm rods? When people used to do home perms. Oh, that's slippery. Okay, the blue ones are more slippery. These are kind of harder to put in. I need to do a roller challenge, like set my hair in these and see what happens. Okay, there's a blue one. Do a yellow one. I can't believe I'm doing.
Are the yellow ones really the smallest ones? Or the blue
no, the blue one's smaller than the yellow one. When I was in cosmetology school, one of the state board things was doing roller sets.
Boards.
This looks
We had a state examiner, a state board examiner. Pretty nostalgic, actually.
okay. So
Yeah.
I found the rollers. I thought that was pretty good. So you wanted something that was a sense of melancholy, but that's really essentially completely useless at this point.
Right, frivolous, yeah.
Frivolous, top this.
Oh, I almost bought one of those too. I was like, but mine was a scientific calculator. And I was like, what kind of scientific calculator do you get for $1? Those things are like $120. Being the kid going to community college with the $1 scientific calculator.
But you know why I'm like really looking forward to this?
Huh.
Because this is going in a gag gift box for Jamie for Christmas, since he's a bastard who doesn't participate in our podcast.
Sure.
Okay, so then I got, because I had to, and he's going to go in my Jeep, purple dinosaur.
Oh, that's pretty.
But he's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, he looks really uncomfortable, and you can't move him from this position. He's just like, 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 you know, I think it is the meteor's coming. But it's like, and he's got kind of like, you know, his arms don't even move.
He's surprised by something. Like, oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty frivolous.
His legs don't move and his arms don't move and his head doesn't move. It's like you can go gur gur gur. You can't even move him or pose him, but I think he's kind of cute. So I think I'm gonna keep him around, and he's gonna I think he might live in my Jeep.
Well, the fact that you found a use for him negates the premise.
Yeah, you know, he can go in my Jeep, but he's really just, you know, what's going to happen is I'll put him on my dashboard. He's going to fly across the car and keep falling off and hitting people who sit in the passenger seat. Okay, so this isn't really an old thing, but I had to get one. I had to get these because they're just ridiculous. $1.
Oh,
this is not a toy for indoor and decorative use only.
Wow,
I got a chicken and a duck, but they're not toys. Don't play with them.
I think that's just basically based on laws or not giving them to kids, you know, to indemnify the company thing.
Because they'll go
small pieces, Oh boy.
Okay, so they're motion
Oh
activated.
boy. Oh boy.
That is freaking loud.
Yeah.
Let's see the chicken.
Right. Oh boy. Just put them in the chicken coop.
Because I can't hear that noise enough. And then the last thing I got, which is truly actually kind of frightening.
Oh, the stackers. Yeah. They had the can stacker. Yeah, go and get your list on right there.
Not recommended for use by minors. Keep out of reach of children. Let's read the yerba mate leaf powder, green tea leaf extract, taurine yohimbe bark extract, 200 milligrams of caffeine.
So you got it going on with this. Plus you can pound down too pretty easy.
This has Google sterone gum extract.
Well, yeah.
Guggulsterone gum.
Yeah, well.
No idea what that is. Cassia nomame whole plant extract and white willow bark extract. I'm like terrified of these, especially 4 of these for $1. So it's basically 25 cents a pill for a legal stimulant that could probably give some people a heart attack.
I think it's more when you get into the you know, taking all 4 of those or taking 2 of them. You know, what is it? Bang's got 300 milligrams of caffeine, and that's
the world's strongest fat burners dietary supplement. And it doesn't, it's not a fat burner. It makes you like crazy. I should record a video on these and just be like,
well, everything in it's legal, you know.
Do not exceed 3 capsules in a 24-hour period.
Well, you know, I was saying about, you know, they changed the laws about pre-workouts. So, you know, they can't have like 1,3-dimeth and like, you know, any of these like illegal stimulants in them. So now they've turned to just like weird boutique, you know, compounds and stuff like that to try to make these pre-workouts. And all these different companies will have different pre-workouts. They'll have different compounds. And some of them can just do the funkiest stuff to you. You know, there's this one I got that was on sale, and it was called Mesomorph. and it was cool because it came in 3 different layers of color, like a bomb pop, like.
That's kind of scary.
But I tried, I was using this, and I was like, why is it that like I feel winded, like, and not even working out like throughout the day. And as soon as I stopped taking this, I stopped being winded. There was like something serious going on with this.
So that's all my stuff. So what do you think? Do you approve of my purchases?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, like the dinosaurs, for sure, like the most kind of, it's sort of like, what's ironic too, though, is that you can put it in your purple Jeep, and then it does have a function. So it has kind of been negated, but that is pretty darn useless. Let me go get my stuff. So in degrading level of uselessness, so number one, the most number one useless item, and then the other ones will be backup. Or should I do it? Should I do the least?
Do least to most. Do
okay,
least first.
I will do least to most. Okay. This is a pet house, mansion for animal domestique. It is 5 pieces. That is 4 pets. And the 5 pieces and the pet house. So there's a cat cleaning its paws. There's a cat that's kind of sitting here being like, oh, whatever, I'm a cat. Then there's a cat like doing a play bow. And then there's a cat, I don't know, kind of just like doing its like lay down thing up in there in the corner. I really do want to take this out, but at the same time, it's like it just seems more beautiful in its
leaving it. Am I getting that for Christmas this year? Why
yeah,
do I feel like I'm going to get that for Christmas?
Yeah. So this is imported by Importe Par in U.S. Greenbrier International Incorporated.
My dinosaur is Greenbrier International Incorporated too.
Oh, Neo.
My dinosaur is the same one, but we both went to Dollar Tree.
I just realized that the French on here is because this is a Canadian. So they're marketed in the US and Canada. And I just noticed that this has little doors. These are like little doors here. So you can come take your little pet out. This is like, I can just, I don't know. Like, we can't get a real cat, but I got you one of these. Number 2, so the middle most melancholy, useless thing. And this is useful, but it's just straight up melancholy. And this is classic dollar store. These party plates that are like totally they're like superhero party plates. No intellectual property was infringed on at the child's birthday.
This is how much we think alike, though. We both got a toy, and I was in the party department. I almost bought those little kids like tiaras and crowns.
Yeah.
But I did get the hat. I did get my pink hat.
Oh yeah. That is pretty good. That is like,
and my dog hats.
This completely ambiguous cityscape with some retro pows and bands. Hey, we're having a fun superhero party. We got the Batman, we got the Honk, we got Blue Arrow, good stuff. Now number one. I gotta
put my hat back on for this.
All right. Okay. This is the first thing I found, and this was absolutely truly the absolute essence of this challenge. Okay? The ceramic mushroom. This is not a salt shaker. This is not a sugar bowl. This has no holes in it whatsoever, except for maybe of course, there's one on the bottom because they gotta, fire it. This is 100% just a ceramic mushroom with this great 70s style, 60s, 70s style, glaze on it. I mean, what the hell? What the hell? And there was 2 boxes of these. 2 whole boxes of these. And when I was looking at it, some other guy came up and started looking at them too. So,
apparently there's a big market for ceramic 70s mushrooms.
I just thought this was like the pinnacle of it. Like this is the type of thing, like you look at it and you are like, okay, because here's the thing. So when I was very young, like less than 10 years old, one of the times that we were going to Florida, we drove to Florida. We had gotten into like the Kissimmee area fairly late in the evening, and we stopped at this like gigantic souvenir store before going to our hotel. And I saw a little ceramic orange that was a toothpick holder. And it was a smiley ceramic orange. I think that this character is actually coming back now. It's just like a general Florida character. But a smiley little ceramic orange that was a toothpick holder. And I remember, despite being like a little kid on the first night of vacation with my whole family and everything, for whatever reason, that made me so melancholy. I think what it is that anthropomorphic things kind of make me melancholy.
Yeah.
Like to see like some happy orange, like, I got toothpicks in my head. Please buy me. You know, like, don't leave me here. And it was just the weirdest thing. And I was like so sad. My parents like couldn't understand why I was sad. It was like the orange thing. And they're like, well, do you want it? And I'm like, no, that's not the point. You know, like
this.
Yeah. Yeah. What is that?
Remember, you guys were out here and we were at some store and I bought the bobblehead purple chicken.
Yeah. Kind of follows that. Yeah, and this kind of follows that idea where it's just like, this is just the weirdest thing. I don't even know what it does. Like, I guess you could stick it in a planter, you know, you know, but like I said, yeah, I mean, they had them. There were two different colors too. There was a green one, and then there was one that was like a more yellow, and it had like these yellow spots on it, blooming spots on it. I kind of like this one. I always like that milky glaze. That's like an old school pottery thing.
Some hipster somewhere has a whole shelf full of those in their living room.
God, we can only hope.
That's the kind of thing I was totally looking for when I was there. A Family Dollar. I got two really cool ideas for future podcasts, but we can only do them when you're here. We're going to torture each other, so it's going to be fun. It was in the refrigerator, the freezer section.
Oh boy.
And all of the food is $1. And now I feel kind of bad.
I already had food poisoning.
I know. Now I feel kind of bad even thinking about it because you keep getting food poisoning. But they had like burger patties and it was like $1.
Oh yeah, I'm in a real hurry to try that right now. Yeah.
But
honestly, I think that those burger patties, because I kind of remember watching something about that before.
Yeah.
And those burger patties are essentially the Burger King burger patties. They have fake char. They have like a fake char on them.
I couldn't believe all the like food they had in there that was only $1 for all these frozen prepared things.
Right.
So I'm like, oh my God, we have to do a taste testing $1 frozen foods.
Yeah.
In the dollar store. But then I came up with an even better one that you can really like make my life hell when you come out to visit, but please don't. I won't torture you with the worst burger patties they have if you don't torture me. But the dollar store makeup at Family Dollar, oh, it's cringy. It's pretty cringy, the makeup there. It's like looking at it going, they have like, you know, foundation crayon. And it was like this weird looking orangey pink crayon that you're supposed to like color on and do.
Draw on your whole face,
Yeah.
You can select zones. You draw in zones and color them in.
Yeah. And then, so I was like, oh my God, we need to go and pick out makeup for me to do from the dollar store. Because I know you really don't know that much about makeup, if anything, except for maybe what you know from me when we were roommates. Jamie might be the only one who would get the right color. That's because he's like got a mom and a sister, and as you know, and he's like been around his mom and his sister and me so much and whatever that he probably I think Jamie might be able to actually match my foundation. He might be you might, because of the painting thing, like being a painter, you can match skin tones.
But but I just want you to know that I would screw it up no matter what I thought. I would still screw it up just to be a dick. So
if anything, it'd be funnier if you got like the whitest, palest
talcum powder,
or like the orangey green. You know, like there's all these crazy colors. So yeah, I thought that would be funny because I can pick out dollar store foods for you. You can pick up dollar store makeup for me. Now there is a certain element of danger to it on my end because I was looking at that stuff going, what's going to happen to my face when I put this shit on?
You know, it's just maybe harder to get off and or just
make me break out.
Well.
I mean, I might have
I think that its failings probably have more to do with its lasting power than any like breaking out.
Well, I suspect it would be more like pore clogging.
In France, that means pore clogging. Yes.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I got to show you. I got 2 other things that I'll show you that are food items.
Okay.
Entertain everyone. Okay. I really should have put this because this is really weird.
I saw that very same corn.
Did you read it? Did you read it?
No.
Okay, for one thing, gluten-free. Why is it in quotes? I have questions. Yeah. This is the weirdest thing. Life is so delicious, Brim snack foods. Isaiah 26:3. You will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you.
I mean, I can't.
Finally, religious popcorn.
Yeah. Is that Brim?
Yeah.
Brim
like fire.
Stone?
It's from Tennessee.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. So there's actually a Bible verse on the back of this freaking popcorn.
I love it. That's drinking food. A good old bag of movie theater popcorn. Stale movie theater popcorn.
With the Bible verse.
Wow.
Okay, so I thought that was weird. Then this is like all of my life. I have never seen this. Made in the USA. It's apparently available. Never saw it in my life. And the fact that I never saw it in the Midwest is even scarier. Mm-hmm. This is a banquet pot pie.
Yeah.
I know you're going to want to try this, though. Banquet pot pie, sausage and gravy deep dish.
Oh, dear Lord. That must be a Pennsylvania thing. That's got to be a Pennsylvania.
I don't know, because I've never seen it. I didn't even know they made this.
I didn't either. I've never seen it in my whole life.
There you go. 520 calories. Holy hell.
Well, yeah, it's a fucking bowl of gravy. Yeah, it's sausage and roux and flaky buttery crust. Good for bulking. I could eat I could eat 4 of those if I needed to ingest 2,000 plus calories in one sitting.
If you want to eat 520 calories in one sitting, here you go. Anyway, so I thought that was really weird. I've never seen that.
Yeah, that's great.
This will be in my freezer waiting for you when you come out.
Oh man! Well, you know what we should do? We got to do a pairing pot pies with whiskey.
Pot pie and whiskey pairings.
Yeah, because honestly, I think that like a nice smoky scotch would go really well with a sausage gravy pot pie. You know.
How freaking American and weird is this? I wonder if it's a Southern thing, though. Almost.
I maybe I don't know, but it so looks like a Pennsylvania thing. From the early days of like visiting you in Pennsylvania, where we were like constantly like befuddled by like, oh, you know,
scrapple.
Yeah, we'd order from you want scrapple with that? I don't know. You know.
Do you want some scrapple and a corn pie? Yeah. I don't know what any of that is. Yeah. I'm not from here. Yeah, Pennsylvania, weird foods, but I don't know.
You want mayo on your green beans? You know.
Wait, people watching this, I have people who are from the South. Let me know if people from the South, if you have this down there, this is a thing that you make or you've seen before, because we've never seen it.
Or do you eat it at banquets? I think it sounds good in a way, but like sausage gravy has to be on top of something, not inside of something.
Yeah, well, I think if you like break it all together, maybe.
I guess it's still too saucy.
Yeah, it's
like the idea of putting a reasonable sized layer of sausage gravy on 4 biscuits, or half biscuits.
You need some biscuits on the side with it.
Yeah.
I think, my food items are pretty bizarre because popcorn with a Bible verse and a sausage gravy pie. And I didn't know if we were, I didn't know about going for food items, but, I
saw food items. I didn't buy any, but I will tell you this. Another thing I saw that in the kind of frivolous category that I almost bought was it was about like this big, maybe like about the size of like about the size of a pack of cards, but maybe bigger. And what it was like a little it was a resin travel trailer that like was very simplified, very cartoony. And I don't know, like maybe you put it in your garden or something like that. It was the weirdest thing. Like a little resin travel trailer. Yeah, like, oh yeah, and, you know.
This was in the Mardi Gras hats section.
I know, I saw the Mardi Gras section on mine too. That was pretty crazy.
Okay, these are gonna fit my dogs perfectly. So
yeah,
so these are like we're gonna have a little doggy hat party. I like my
I like it.
hat chapeau.
Yeah.
This is from Canada too.
Yeah.
Greenbrier International Incorporated, but made in China.
Imported to the United
Virginia
States.
and
marketed in Canada. Are you about ready to be out of here then?
Yep, I'm ready to be out of here. It's getting
that dusty road.
And you got to go get over your food poisonings.
Yeah. So
yes, that was a good dollar store haul. I got
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Don't forget to have your biblical popcorn and dinosaurs.
All right. Peace out.
See ya. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, cool. Bye.
Bye.